Hey, what's up guys? Today we're working on a Billy Goat professional power rake, and we're going to replace one of the shaft bearings, the side with the pulley on it. And I had already started taking it apart, so I apologize, but I kind of put it back together and I was like, hey, maybe I should do a video on this. So here we go. A couple things you're going to need. I'm using an impact gun, but you could also use a regular ratchet. This just makes it easier. But you're going to need a 14mm socket, some type of punch, preferably that is tapered here, like on the end, that goes to a point, a hammer, and we're gonna go to the good old 532 here, Allen key. Now, before any project, what I normally do is I'll get some type of penetrant, whether it be PB Blaster or this knocker loose, or some Croyle, something to just soak all of the bolts and the nuts. And I usually walk away, especially with these types of things, with all the grass and stuff that accumulates on there, all the acid and everything, and it starts rusting. These bolts can be a little bit difficult to break off, so I usually just spray them, walk away for 15 minutes, and then come back. It's also going to help when you're trying to take this pulley off. Now, I had already removed this belt, but to take this belt off, there's a couple different ways you could do it. I put a screwdriver under it, and I just kind of pried it off. If it's real tight, you can loosen up this idler pulley here. It's just this nut right here. You can loosen up and pull that off, take some tension off of this, and you'll be able to get the belt off a lot easier. But the first thing you're going to do is, this I had already taken out. This is a 9/16 in the center, and after that bolts out, next you want to take your Allen key. You want to stick it down here and back these two studs out of here. This one is actually putting pressure on the keyway right there, so it's going to make it very difficult to slide this off if you don't back this one out and that one out. These are really tight to get out. Don't try to keep forcing it, because if you round that out, then you're going to have other issues. You're going to have to drill that out or try to get an extractor to get that out. This one was tight on me, so what I did, I just got a torch and I held it here for a little while and just heated all this up right here. Tapped on it lightly with a hammer. If there's any rust around there on the threads, it would loosen it up. And then I actually got it to back out rather simple. Okay, once those two are backed out, now this is going to be on there very, very tight. Okay, you can tilt your machine back like this. Take your hammer, and you want to do this lightly because you don't want to bend the pulley, but go underneath of the machine and you can just tap on it like that. I don't want to hit it right now because this is already loose until I decided to do the video. So, but you can hit it, and if this does spin it, hit it a little more, spin it. This one is actually locked up. That's why I'm changing the bearing. So what I had to do, because this wasn't banging off, this is where I took my punch with the tapered end. And there's actually, you can get it back here. See, I already had this off, so I have a gap here, but this gap wasn't here. You want to get this behind your actual spacer there. And you're going to need your hammer to tap on this punch to start prying that. See how that goes forward? Start prying that forward. Okay, and you're going to have another gap on this side where this one is. You want to get it in between there and tap the hammer in there. That will start spreading the pulley out more down the shaft. All right, so once you do that, you'll be able to actually pull that pulley off of there. Just like that, and be careful that you don't lose your keyway. Make sure it's still in there. All right, now this one should come off. I may have to tap it again. If this is stuck on your machine, be very careful. You don't want to bang up this shaft. I would take your punch again, go underneath of the machine, and just kind of hit it from an angle out this way. I'll take my punch, put it on there. It's off. All right, now you can expose your whole bearing here, and you can see this is all torn up in there. That's why this shaft is locked up. Your 9/16, and you're gonna have a bolt right there and one right there. That's basically holding the shaft up in the air, and you're gonna have another one right on that side. You can see it up there There's another nut, and this one I had already taken out. So you're gonna want a deep socket to get up in there. And when you get all 4 of those out, you're gonna be able to slide this whole shaft down to the ground. All right, they're both out. And that'll just come out like that. You can see now I got it down on the ground. This bearing's okay over here. This is the one that's bad, so now we're gonna put this up on our vise, and we're gonna have to try to get this bearing off of there. All right, so now we got it in on the vise. You know, you could drop this shaft down and leave the pulley on and take the pulley off as it's on the vise. I just prefer to do it out there on the machine. But so we're gonna try to take this bearing off here while it's in the vise, and it looks like we are missing our bolt there, but there will be another one that you'll need your Allen key for underneath here. So you're gonna need to back that out first. We'll just get that in there. That's actually pretty loose. In the event that your bearing is slid all the way back here, use your tapered punch, put it in behind there, and punch down in to start spreading that out. And then once you get it that far, you don't really want to use the tapered one anymore because you don't want to hit that shaft. Take one with like a rounded edge on it and kind of come here on an angle and just grab the lip of it there and hit that with a hammer on that side. Then you can come over to this side, hit this with your hammer on this side, and it'll slowly start pushing that off. I would definitely put some WD-40 or some type of grease on this shaft to make it slide a little bit easier. And it's tough getting off. We'll take a torch to it, heat this up a little bit. You don't want to put it on the shaft. You want to put it on that bearing itself, so that's the part you want to expand. I've tried to use all different types of pullers on them before, but the fact is when they get that seized up on there, it's tough. You got to use just some brute elbow grease and some heat. Just tap them off, but the main thing is you don't want to mess up that shaft. You're going to be buying a whole new one, or you're going to be sitting there with some emery paper for about 4 days trying to smooth that out. And we've got no digs in the shaft or anything. I mean, we have a little nick. We do have a little nick there. So we'll be doing some emery paper here. I do not have the replacement bearing that's going on there right now, so I don't have a part number to give you. But pretty much putting that back together, slide your new bearing on, and bolt it back up. The 4 9/16 bolts, and then your 1 9/16 bolt that goes into the shaft. Don't forget to use your Allen key to tighten up all your studs, your keyway studs and stuff. And it's pretty simple. So hopefully this helps somebody out. And if it does, please hit subscribe below. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time.